Unfortunately, Zach Gallen, our ace, is going to be out for the remainder of the year. In his place, Tekoah Roby, the 26-year-old North Carolinian pitcher, is going to make his major league debut less than 10 games into the 2028 season as we take on the 5-4 Washington Nationals. We take a look at his scouting report, about a mid-90s four-seam, mid-90s two-seam, low 80s changeup and curveball. So a nice four-pitch mix, a pretty typical four-pitch mix, and you see the pronouns. Best pitches being his two fastballs, with his curveball being third, changeup being kind of junky. And first batter is Jacob Young, and he will drop a bunt to third, and he's going to easily beat it out. So with a singular pitch, Roby has already given up a base hit. I mean, it's a bunt, so it is what it is. Next up is Dalen Lyle, and he'll take a 3-2 changeup and hit it down the first baseline into right. Adele not going to be able to get the runner going to third, and immediately the Nationals, after a couple of pitches, have runners at the corners. An inside changeup to Luis Garcia will score. Jacob Young to start this ball game, 1-0 Washington. Next up is Dylan Cruz, and he'll pop this one up into foul territory, and it looks like Burleson will make the catch before it hits the netting and then throw the third for good measure. The rest of the lineup is as follows: Ruiz, Abrams, House, Barnabel, and Robert Hassel rounding out the bottom of the lineup. As Ruiz will roll this one past Weatherholt into left field. McCarthy comes up throwing to the plate, and he'll only hit Gorman. Runner was already scored by the time Nolan got that baseball. 2-0 Washington. Abrams, curveball, swing, and a big whiff at the hook. And that'll be Roby's first major league strikeout of his career. How much time is he really going to get up here at the majors? It is up in the air. Again, we don't have much in the way of pitching or top flight pitching talent. So we're going to kick the tires on some of these mid-20s guys, upper 20s guys ranging from about 26 to 29 if they're down in our organization. As Ruiz, guess he didn't figure out where the baseball went, or he thought it was going to ricochet back between his legs. He was never going to get the runner going to second as Noel is there in scoring position. Weatherholt hits his high, deep slurve to left, and unfortunately it will be the final out of the second. Jump ahead second inning as, a curveball with some tailing action to it, but comes the third strikeout for Roby, and then the fourth being Hassel, the third, striking out on a changeup. He would strike out the side as McCarthy floats this one to center field, and man, he has been a good pickup for this squad, as particularly as a leadoff hitter, as Joe Adele will advance him to third, though McCarthy's legs could have done that himself. Runners at the corners, nobody out for the big bat, Gorman, and he rips this one to second. Garcia to Abrams, back to first. Unfortunate double play, though we do get on the board as the runner scores from third. Dalen Lyle, grounder to first. No, neither Burleson nor Berry can come up with it as a base hit, and then he's going to take advantage of a weak-armed catching position by stealing second. Smart move. Garcia rolls it to Berry at second. That'll advance said runner. Going to third, so a sac fly could get him a run. Cruz rolls it on the ground to Berry. He'll have to field it again. Now that'll make it 3-1. Washington. Jump ahead to the fifth as Weatherholt bounces this one up the middle as we finally get a base runner yet again, only for the second time. McCarthy gets on for the second time as well. So 2 on. As the top of the lineup comes back around. It's Joe Adele batting, I believe, second here against the lefty. Hits the slider high, deep. Can we get the lead? Damn it, it falls into the glove like many of the raindrops. And that is the first out. Damn it. He started off the season slow. I mean, what are we, less than 10 games in? So, him being under 100 batting average isn't too crazy. As Abrams, unfortunately, kicks that ball at short. He's not a good fielder at short. I'm surprised they continue to keep him there. I would have moved him to DH by now, but I'm not the Washington Nationals brass, as a sacrifice fly by Herrera gets us the second run, so we are within one with 190 feet away. Burleson hits a slider to left, but that left fielder didn't have to move very much, and that will end the fifth. All right, jump ahead, bottom half, as, Roby, nice change of pace, picking up strikeout number 5 for him. And, Dalen Lyle hits this one high and deep to right field. It is going to carry him off the top of the out-of-town scoreboard, as he'll end up in scoring position for the second time today. Garcia might be able to drive him in on the curveball to left. McCarthy comes up throwing, and it bounces no. Lyle scores for the second time. It's 4-2 Washington. Roby up to 73 pitches, and this ball kicks off of first base bag as Burleson ends up tagging him just by, kind of happenstance there. As Berry hits this one high and deep to left, and it's fair, but it's in the ballpark. Berry, I think, he cakewalked the second. I thought he would easily had the double, and I think he thought he had a home run. It cost us a base runner. Jones bounces it to Abrams. Already an error earlier, throws it from the middle of the diamond, and you're not going to get Jones. I think Abrams doesn't really have the range going to his left, and that'll cause Alvarez's day to be over. Noel bounces it to first. Back to Abrams covering second. Back to first, and no, the throw offline again. That's like 3 straight bad defensive plays by Abrams. Again, I thought he'd be the DH. He has a good enough bat to be a DH, and I'm sure the Nationals have another player they can stick at short. Ruiz, unfortunately, will stare at a high changeup that was very hittable, but maybe he was looking for something different. As Abrams will show off the bat that he does have. Again, the weaker part of his game is the defense. And he's the first base runner. He'll also utilize that speed, taking off for second. And the throw, while in time, not going to get the job done. Second stolen base for Abrams. As the curveball hit by Brady House into right field. Adele comes up throwing, and despite it hitting the cutoff, that runner is not advancing. So they'll have runners at the corners, but they will be facing a new pitcher. Take a look at some news and notes. Zach Neto, 21-game hitting streak dating back to last year. Jockenzie Noel, 5 for 5 in the previous game, has not gotten a hit so far in this one, as he did so against the Athletics. As Nolan Gorman will hit this one in the left field, kind of deep, but not far enough as they are in the no doubles defense. Herrera grounds it to third, second, back to first, easily a double play as they get out of the seventh. As Soroka is going to give up a base hit. Dalen Lyle, third hit of the ball game in as many at-bats. Having a hell of a game, must say. First base coach daps him up. Luis Garcia hits it over Burleson's head and into foul territory into the corner. Adele's going to have to throw it to the cutoff man. Hits Berry, and no, the runner is going to stay put at third. Next up is Cruz. He'll pop this one up, essentially, into foul territory as Burleson will make the catch. No tag. And then Ruiz will pop this one up in the shallow left. But Weatherholt is there, as that runner getting a third will not matter. Burleson in the eighth gets a base hit. Berry gets plunked in the butt cheek off a 90-mile-an-hour slider that I didn't even know Brewster Gratterall threw. I thought he was mainly a fastball guy. Jones hits the slider to left, won't advance anybody, unfortunately. And Jockenzie Noel is going to get pinch hit for. Tommy Troy does hit righties better than lefties, so we'll switch the two athletes. As Troy will inside out a sinker into right field, and that'll leave us with the bases loaded here in the eighth. J.J. Weatherholt hits a cutter to left. This should be a sacrifice, and nobody tags. Okay. Why did nobody fine. Runner on third's not that fast. McCarthy, a fast guy, is not going to get on base this time. And that'll end our possible last chance to get a run as we jump ahead to the ninth. Clayton Beater coming out of the bullpen, looking to pick up the save up to Joe Adell, looking to at least get on base, if not get us within one with a long ball, and he will swing and miss. Two-seamer high down the middle, not going to connect this time. Gorman hits a slider high, and let's be honest, it isn't even going to get past the pitcher's mound. Out number 2, popping it up to Ruiz. So Herrera represents the last chance, hits it to right field, but this will easily end up in a glove as the Nationals are going to pick up the victory, unfortunately spoiling Tekoah Roby's MLB debut. He should spend a decent amount of time up here. Maybe we'll make a move at the deadline, but you'll have to see that by subscribing. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.